So I actually went to LCA, which is literally like right next door. It's connected to Thomas Jordan Liberty. I went there because at the time they were offering a scholarship. So if you attended LCA for 4 years, you would get 4 years at Liberty, like for free. So my parents sent me there. My parents sent my older sister and my older brother there as well. So I always knew that I would go to LCA and then ultimately go to Liberty University. In high school, my faith was definitely, like I was saved, like I know this, but I think my faith was more of a reliance on my parents, because my parents were saying, hey, it's Sunday, we got to go to church. Hey, like, this is what it means to be a Christian, right? I never was like, okay, what does Jesus say about being one of his followers? And then I come to Liberty and it's freshman year and it's more of a bigger community, more people, you're a little bit more independent. But as the semester rolled on, I was given an opportunity to work at a camp that summer in Georgia. And that would be my first time being away from home and kind of being on my own in another level of being independent. And the position that I was offered was to be a worship speaker. So basically that's a woman preacher. It's just a biblical way of saying a woman pastor for elementary school girls. But it created just this turmoil in my spirit, and I had no idea why. I didn't know if it was like the enemy attacking me or if it was just me creating all this in my own head. But regardless, I entered into this time of literal like fear. And that fear was represented in anxiety, and then that anxiety kind of created like this small like sadness. And I think going to camp was a really, really great way to grow. And I mean, my typical day just looked like waking up, and around 8 o'clock I would give a mini like sermon to like 300 girls in a room, and we would just talk about Psalm 23 and the shepherd and how we are his sheep and how he guides us and how he loves us and how he leads us by still waters and he leads us in the valley. And so it's funny because I'm going through all this anxiety, but I wasn't allowing the shepherd to lead me. But yet I'm up on stage telling all these girls, like, let your shepherd lead you. And I wasn't doing it for myself. It's kind of good that the Lord doesn't tell us what's going to happen in our life. Because if he did, we would be freaking out, right? We would be like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get there? Oh my gosh, that's going to happen. I don't want to do that. But it's like all along, like, Christ is going to be there with you. He knows what's coming. Nothing surprises him. So if nothing surprises him, it's okay if it surprises me. But let's keep going. And let's realize that the Lord is still sovereign and he's still in control. And there's just freedom in making your grip on Christ and his kingdom. So I would definitely say the thing that I learned is that the gospel is not about us. And I think we have this tendency to make it about us when we're not. We should never be the heroes of our own story.